want to welcome you back to Black Side Tonight. We're going to talk about the Democrat Party wanting to spend $30 million on an outreach program before the 2022 midterm elections. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. The Democrat Party is ready to put $30 million in investment before the 2022 midterm elections. There are plenty of vulnerable Democrats across the country. The Democrats want to tout the job that they have been doing in Washington, especially the job of Joseph R. Biden, our president. The Democrats are touting that they have passed the American Rescue Plan. They are also touting the bipartisan infrastructure plan. They are also talking about the enhanced child tax credit. But I would like to say this to the Democrats who are in control of Washington, D.C. You wouldn't have to come up with a $30 million investment if everybody knew that you were actually doing a good job. Joe Biden in 2021, when he took office, had an 87% job approval rating amongst black people. At the end of last month, in Pew Research, it's down to 60%. And the reason why it's down to 60% is because when you drive and get in the car and drive to the gas station, you got to give them an arm and a leg just to fill up your tank. You go to the store and you buy $200 worth of food, and you look in your cart and you say, where's the food? Because inflation is so high. Inflation is the hidden tax. It's the worst tax that you could ever have. And it's eating at every black person, every ADOS and FBA black person. And especially when you low income, inflation can destroy a family. I know there's plenty of families at the end of the week or at the end of the month who don't have no food, and you see them going to plenty of the food banks around the community. When you walk outside, you can't walk to the corner in major cities because the crime is rampant. It seems like nobody is in control of the cities of America, which is run by the Democrat Party. And if you look at the immigration policy of Joe Biden, if you look at the money that he spent on Afghan refugees, almost $1 billion to relocate them to America. And let me tell you something, they just not being relocated. They have been given a head start against you, because let me tell you something, the money is flowing to the Afghan refugees. Didn't you see billions of dollars being given to Ukraine refugees? And many of them will be in your local black community. But you're so supposed to be happy with the job that Joe Biden has done. Now, we're going to have immigrants coming across the border when Title 42 ends, which stopped illegal immigration. They're talking about 18,000 illegal immigrants coming across the border every day, starting in the middle of May. Do you know the demographics that's going to change in major cities that were controlled by black people now will be controlled by Hispanics? Now that you have a city like New York that are basically saying illegal aliens can vote? But black people are supposed to be happy. We have an educational system that is falling apart. You can't teach about God in school, but they want to teach you about multiple ways to have sex, and they want to teach your children. But this is what they want us to vote for. They are basically telling us failure is good for the black community. They're basically saying, yeah, we did that. What did you do? You gave us some programs. You gave us a symbolic holiday to Juneteenth. He's going to say, I gave you a Supreme Court Justice, KBJ. But how does that affect the average FBA or average ADOS person or family? We are literally being destroyed out here. And now they're even talking about a recession at the end of this year. No one can tell you that they are much better off today than they were 2 years ago because of everything that's going on. We have crime. We have high inflation. We have high gas prices. We have a war across the seas. We have things that affect the everyday black person's pocketbook. And the Democrat Party are basically telling black people that you're okay. You're thriving. And you should vote for me. There has been no tangibles given to black people. Nothing on reparations. There is no hate crime bill for black people. That went to the Asians. And in the American Rescue Plan, let's be simple. The Native Americans and the Asian Pacific people, they received over $30 billion. But what did we receive individually, other than a bunch of symbolic gestures? We can no longer go down this road. We are being wiped out. This is why Joe Biden and his acolytes let all these Hispanics come across the border. We don't know who the hell they are. We don't know if they're criminals, of what that's coming across that border, but they will settle in our community. And once they do, they will take our political power away from us. We have made too many mistakes when it comes to politics. And the chickens have come home to roost. We voted for a man who is incapable of doing the job. And they're telling us, you need to get some more of this. You need more of Joe Biden and the Democrats selling you a woke agenda that does not benefit your people. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button. Also, share this video.